Hey guys, yeah, so things have kind of happened. I don't know, yesterday I was working on my programming homework, and my last problem, it was complicated in the output, not the actual program itself, I guess. But anyways, it took a while, I finally did it. I was like, alright, so what you have to do is you have to compile it, which basically means the computer takes your code and turns it into machine language so that it can actually be executed. So I did that, but I fucked up when compiling it, and it all just disappeared. So I turned a little bit homicidal last night, uh, and instead of just slipping into bed and crying, I just went and had dinner because Paige came home. So yeah, and it was due last night, except for after I did all that, I got an email that said since they messed up some of the outputs or whatever that was on the instructions, like the TA gives you outputs and your output has to match their output, so that's what they messed up, I guess. They are giving us an extension until Friday night. So that's nice. I didn't have to stay up late trying to redo it or anything, so I'm probably gonna do that today or tomorrow, whatever. Yeah, and I just got back from my appointment with the peer advisor for cultural and rural development. That was actually really good. She was really nice, and we planned out my whole schedule if I were to switch, and also have a Spanish minor, and I could still graduate in 4 years, like including this year. If I do that, I might have to do some summer classes, but whatever. Which is nice, and I just, it sounded cool. Like, she said it's a good major for people who know they want to, like, help people or help the community or whatever with their job, but aren't sure exactly what they want to do. I mean, it also works if you know exactly what you want to do, but this is a good one where you're not sure, but you know you want to do something good. And she said there are a lot of opportunities in your classes to figure out what you want to do specifically. She said it's a lot of writing, but the writing is pretty much on any topic you choose, so you could be like, oh, what about this? And you could be like, oh, no, I don't want to do that anymore, or oh, I want to, go into this topic more, or whatever. So it seems nice. And she said it's one of those things where you can kind of fit yourself into any job. Like, your options aren't narrow. And also, for a lot of, like, upper div classes, you do a lot of research projects and stuff like that you can actually put on a resume, so it's actual experience. So that just sounds cool. I don't know, I'm gonna go meet with a computer science advisor, someone, and talk to them about, should I switch? Would I really be able to get this future classes or get through them if this is how I'm feeling about this class or whatever. And then I'm gonna talk to my dad after this. So I'll let you know how that goes. I'll probably just put the videos together. So yeah, until I talk to my dad, I guess, this is the end of this segment. So, goodbye for now. Hey, so I talked to my dad. I don't know, I'm tired of hearing, you just gotta get these past these classes, or it'll get better once you, get to upper divs, or you get to do what you want, or whatever. Because I just, one, if I can't even get past these classes, then what's the point? Two, if it's my first year, and if it's already this hard, how much worse is it going to get? And I look at all the descriptions for upper div classes, and they just, none of them seem interesting, you know, none of them seem exciting, none of them are like, oh yes, that's what I want to do, I want to get to there, so I can do this, that sounds cool. They all just sound hard and awful, and I don't want to do any of them. Yeah, so I hate hearing that, and I don't know how my dad did it. I don't know what he took or whatever, but I just, my dad's like, oh, I've been working in this industry for 20 years, and you know, most of the people I meet aren't as smart as you, and like, then why can't I fucking do it? I don't think that's the case. I don't know. I don't think I was made for all that this entails, so yeah. And sorry. Yeah. And he kept saying, you know, I don't want you to switch just because it's hard, or you know, you don't like it or whatever. And it's like, well, I mean, no, like, okay, discrete mathematics was hard, but I got a C, and that didn't, I mean, if all my classes, like, if that's as hard as it got, and I mean, that was a pretty hard class, but if that's as hard as I got, then I'd be like, yeah, like, I'll do this, I can. It won't be fun, but I can. And now it's just like, I don't even know if I can. I'm tired of people telling me I can do anything. Which is a weird thing to be tired of. But I want to talk to someone who knows what they're doing and tell them how I feel and tell them how I've done and how I'm doing, and just have them say, you probably can't do this. You know, because if it's everyone now telling me I can, and, you know, that's just like, well, then I have to, because I can. But if someone was like, realistically, it's not gonna work out, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't take it as a challenge. It'd just be like, oh, okay. So, like, good, I can just cut my losses and move on. But since everyone's still like, oh, it's just hard now, it'll get better, you can do it, it's like, I feel like I'm giving up too easy. But, yeah. So, I don't know what I'm doing. My he's like, well, just get through this quarter and see how you do. Which, I mean, honestly, there's nothing else I can do. I can't drop out at this point, or I'd just get an automatic F. I'm pretty sure it's too late to add classes, too. Yeah. So, and I mean, he said if I really want to switch, he'd support me. Like, he doesn't really care as long as I do it for the right reasons, and I don't. If this isn't the right reason, then I don't know what is. I mean, I told him I'm not enjoying any of these classes, not even the ones related to my major that I'm good at. I told him, you know, they're so hard that I can't even do it. So, I mean, aside from failing literally all of my classes, I don't know what other reason there would be for switching. he's just like, I want you to be happy, but you also have to think about like job opportunities and realistically what are your job options. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I mean, granted, I won't be at Intel or whatever, just like doing physics. I mean, I'm sure there are people who are, but I wouldn't have to. But even then, it just doesn't sound like what I want to do, and I don't want to give up. I don't know. So I told my dad about the major I was talking about and how I met with the girl. And I told him it's not like this is the first day I've been thinking about it. And so I told her how we planned it all out, how it'd be possible for me to graduate in 4 years with this major and a Spanish minor. And he said, well, I don't even remember what he said. It was just something about fucking jobs or something. So, and that just upset me, because he kind of brushed it off as, I don't know. I mean, granted, the average job I get with this major wouldn't make me as much as the average job I could get with a computer science major, but I don't care anymore. No. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, he's just, I mean, and Jamie too. They're both, it's not that they're not supportive, it's just, they're like, reluctantly supportive, I guess. Like, I have to present a thesis, with researched evidence as to why I should switch and why I want to switch. And then they'll be like, well, yeah, no, that makes sense, but I don't know. So, sorry about this video. It turned angsty really quickly. Yeah, I don't know. It felt really good after talking with the peer advisor. And now I don't know how I feel. On the one hand, I feel like I might be giving up too easy. I don't know. But then on the other hand, I feel like I've just held out too long. So, I don't know. I mean, from here, there's really nothing I can do but just pray I pass math. Yeah. So, anyway, I guess that's all I have to say. Again, sorry about this. This Friday, I think I told Av, I don't know, the girl I'm living with, Ashley, she's the one who owns Pocket, who's the little 3-legged mini Schnauzer, Doberman, whatever, and the cat. She's having a girls' weekend, or a girls' night, whatever is what she said. So she invited me, so that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna go to that. Then you guys are coming up next weekend, so excited for those. So, I mean, it's something, you know. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later if anything changes, and yeah. Alright, see ya.